Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah haqqa hamdihi, wa salatu wa salamu ala ashraf al-mursaleen, Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala ila yawm al-din. All praises for Allah Ta'ala. It is His right to be praised. He is the creator of everything in existence, the creator of each and every one of us. He is the one who guides whom He wills to this light of Islam. He is the one who guides whom He wills to the Sunnah of Prophet ﷺ. And He sent to us a prophet, the seal of all prophets, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask that Allah give His peace and blessings upon this noble prophet, his blessed family, his noble companions, all his forefathers and brethren in prophecy, all the angels who were honored by meeting him, and all those who follow in his footsteps with love and sincerity. May Allah make us amongst them. Ameen. Allah Ta'ala, after creating humankind and placing in them what we call the intellect, a tool they were given to determine right from wrong to a degree, to rationalize things, and to find their way within this world. He gave them this tool, but this tool was not enough to really know how to navigate this life, to really come to know their Lord, to really come to know what was obligatory upon them, to really come to know what was prohibited upon them. And so He sent to them after that prophet after prophet, individuals, human beings that were sent by Allah Ta'ala to teach humanity how to please their Lord, to teach humanity that there is an afterlife, to teach humanity that there is a creator who loves them, and He sent to them human beings just like them. Not just any human beings that were the epitome of perfection, outwardly beautiful, inwardly majestic, people flock to them. People flock to them the way bees flock to flowers, the way anyone would flock to a fragrant scent or a place of serenity. And these individuals amongst the forerunner from amongst them, the one who's prophesied from the beginning of time until the end of it, the one who was the Imam of all of them and still is the Imam of all of them, was the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our Prophet and your Prophet, the Prophet of the rest of humanity until the end of time. He was the one whose outward beauty was so great. One of the great poets once said, كأنك كما, the poet said, you were created as if you created the way you wanted to be created. You were so beautiful, it was as if you decided what you should look like. That's how much his beauty was. And his inward beauty was even greater than that. His inward beauty, his character was even greater than that. It was so great. It was so great that when revelation first came to him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to spend times of meditation in the Ghar of Hira, in the cave of Hira. And one day when he was 40 years old, the angel Jibreel alayhi salam came to him and squeezed him 3 times, asking him every time, read. And he would say, I cannot read. And he would tell him, read. And he would say, I cannot read. And he would tell him again, read. And he would say again, okay, what do you want me to read? And he would tell him, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. And that was when revelation reconnected with humanity. It was at that moment when the Prophet ﷺ, even though he knew his entire life he was a prophet, it is narrated that he said that when he was young, before he even became a prophet, the stones of Mecca used to greet him and say, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. So he always knew he was a prophet. But despite that, in this moment where he is faced with revelation for the first time, and he expresses his humanity as a lesson for all of us to take and to learn, he went back to his wife and he told her what happened. And he was feeling not the way he usually felt. And the very first thing she said to him to reassure him was what? When he came to her feeling the way he felt after meeting an angel and receiving revelation, the weight of that message, the weight of that finally hitting him that he is a prophet of Allah, this is the revelation that came to him. What was the first thing she said to him to reassure him? She said, your Lord will never forsake you because you maintain ties of kinship and you take care of those who are downtrodden and you provide for those who have nothing and you honor and you make your guests happy and you are an aid to those people of truth. the very first thing she said to him to reassure him that Allah is with him was to remind him of how great his character is. So imagine how great his character truly was, where the very first thing someone can think about to describe him, to reassure him that he's special, is just that. That's how special you are. Your character is so great, there's no way you are not a prophet. There is no way you are not a prophet. Allah Ta'ala just says in the Quran, He says, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. He says, speaking to the Prophet ﷺ, He says, verily you are on a blessed or a noble or a great character. And the scholars of tafsir, they say, when Allah says character, what He really means here is religion. What He really means here is religion. But the Prophet ﷺ's character was so profound and so incredible and character is so important to our religion that He used the word character instead of the word religion. And so this is our leader and this is our imam. An individual whose very character astonished people. An individual whose very character made people become Muslim. An individual whose character changed the world. His character changed the world. He entered upon Mecca and everyone knew the terrible things they did to the Muslims. And all He did was pardon them. And they knew He was going to pardon them. That was what's crazy. They knew He was going to pardon them. And He pardoned them. And this is our prophet. This is our prophet, and this is the prophet who all of us are being asked to love. And how could you not love him? How could you not love an individual whose outward beauty shocked the world? How could you not love an individual whose outward beauty muted the poets? And how could you not love an individual whose character was so profound, it changed mankind? So we ask Allah Ta'ala to give us tawfiq, to love the Prophet ﷺ as we should, and that He guides all of our family members who are not Muslim to Islam. He takes care of all of our needs. Wabillahi tawfiq.